All right, friends, I'm here. I am here. Let me tell you right off the bat, I'm here. Don't worry yourself. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Hit the like button. All right, friends. So I'm in. We're gonna have a very. I feel like we need a very good faith discussion this evening. So I have no other characters on, just Amber. So we can have the discussion about the counseling session because the counseling session has very mixed reactions to it. All right, very mixed reactions to it. Some people like it, some people don't like it at all. Them feel like Anthony is getting away with things. We have all of these things going on. Charmaine, I'm happy you're here. Nonia, I'm glad you're here, so we can get some takes from you guys and see exactly if we can come to commonalities in terms of agreements, in terms of what you call it now, in terms of reasoning, if we can reason it up, because there is reasoning that can be had in this conversation. All right, so let me first start. Let me check in everybody. Shaman, big up yourself. Nikki E, big up yourself. Nanya, big up yourself. Let's see. All right. Cheryl, big up yourself. I did see the Kelvin skit. I didn't put it in there because I figured this was the one that we wanted to kind of keep on today. Let's see else. Who else is here? Who else is here? That's it. There we go. So are we there? And Jackie are just coming right now. Okay. Let me start by saying that, right? Guys, I know exactly what's going on. Like, what's going on is that you have a man that is desperate. Anthony is the desperate man. He's the man that is very desperate and he's grabbing for straws. And he's grabbing for straws because he has nothing to stand on at all. He has done an action that is very incorrect. The action wrong. He doesn't like the action. Yes, I was glad to see the Kelvin skit. He's unhappy about what has happened. We know this already. But the biggie is that he's trying to see if he can find something to make himself right. When people do wrong things, them try to find things to make themselves right. No. Amber can choose to do one of two things. She can either choose to engage with it or she can choose to disengage with it. And I think that is what the skit is trying to teach us. Is she engaging with it? Is she helping what's happening? Or is she disengaging what's happening? Angela, welcome to the chat. Faith is the substance, welcome to the chat. Salutations. Big up yourself. So she can decide exactly if she wants to engage or disengage. I think she doesn't need to engage with it. If she go into the counseling session and is saying, all right, I'm coming into counseling in good faith. I'm coming in there in good faith. And what I will do, like I said before, what I will do is I'll give the truth in the entire session. So this way, this man can get what he's asking for and I can move on. Instead, what's happening is that, big up yourself. Instead, what is happening is that she come in the counseling session and she playing games in the counseling session. I'm gonna like that. And because I've called that out, that's what y'all think that I'm ripping on Amber for. No, me I rip on her because of the mere idea that she doesn't need to be doing any of that. All she have to do is tell Anthony, say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. So let's get into it. Let's get into where the conversation was.
I'm just so, I don't, honestly, Dr. Ona, I don't even know why we're here. Why are we going through
this? We're here to try to salvage our marriage.
Really, are we? Is that what we're doing? Because you
That's why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh.
All right, so stop right there. So we'll go through each piece. First and foremost, right? Mary, big up yourself. Kay, big up yourself. So first and foremost, are they trying to salvage your marriage? That's a question I'm going to ask you now. Right off the bat, right there, so Amber should have stopped Anthony and tell him, no, we're actually not here for that. What we are here for is for us to have a conversation so we can be civil moving forward. I thought that was what the purpose of the whole conversation was. Thank you very much for the substance. I thought that was why Amber came into the counseling session. I thought Amber came to counseling because she was saying, you know what, I just need to give this man in peace and I can walk off into the sunset alone and let him know that I've told him everything. Instead, she's not even correcting that. Yes, it's her request, but at the same time, she's using weird words and that's what I'm saying. And you're going to me I talk about Nanya. I don't mind the fact that she's saying she wanted a divorce, but if you say you want it, stand up by it. Just like how you guys have been on the chat, Charmaine, Nanya, Goddess London, every one of y'all that are on Amber's side, you've always been standing up and saying, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. And Master stand up by the same thing.
Okay, what I'm here for is for you to convince him to sign the papers so that I can move on.
And so that's another outside force that we need to acknowledge.
What's that? Here we go again. She never answer. She answer the question, why? What is wrong if she don't answer? Because when she not answer, it make it seem as though she guilty. That's the part of it, Goddess London. I mean, is that Goddess London this one? This one is Charmaine. Charmaine, I want you to take a look at Amber's face in this. This is why the counselor are wrong with her. She asking, what is causing Amber to look like this? This is an apathetic look. Her eyes are drooped. She's looking out in space. I'm giving you what we're looking for. That's fine. It's supposed to be about forgiveness. But if you're in there and a topic has come up, you can't escape the topic. Y'all know this. Y'all know the topic will come up in a counseling. All right. So let's keep. I'm not saying it's not about forgiveness, Nanya. But if you're in the counseling session and a topic comes up, you're going to somehow try to see what's there. You're pulling on the threads of it. Because in that forgiveness may be inside of that event.
And I wanted to know, how is that impacting the relationship? Because this is still your business partner, correct?
Correct.
This is a safe space. Did you love Wayne?
You see, Charmaine, listen to me, Charmaine. If Amber had did this deliberately, I would have applauded her, but this is not deliberate. This is an actual reaction. This is a triggered reaction by Amber, where every time someone asks her about Wayne, she goes cold. And it's just that the therapist is just professional enough to see that you're going cold. Why are you going cold in the session? She wants a divorce because she's confused. Let me know what you're saying, Nanya. The woman is upset, O'Neill. She wants a divorce, she's confused, and she got this so-called, pizza man. All right, okay. But what exactly is this? What you call this? May I read in the comments, Amber tired of Anton and the foolishness. Well, if she is, why can't she just answer the question like normal and move on? Juanita, welcome to the chat. Jackie, welcome to the chat. We are talking. Corice, welcome to the chat. Me tell y'all we're going to talk today. We're going to talk today. Why she can't just answer the question? What was in this question for her to not answer? We're afraid of them. This is not a question Amber should have back off of. The answer to this is yes. At the time when me and Wayne was whatever it is, yes, me loved them at that point in time. Okay. That's the answer. There's nothing else to it. Now, Rhonda today mentioned, hey, maybe it could be because, Marian, welcome yourself. Welcome, Marian. Kenyatta, welcome to the chat. Marian, Rhonda mentioned today, hey, maybe it is that, she didn't want to hurt Anthony's feelings. Who cares at this point in time? If she really wants a divorce, who cares about Anthony's feelings? You're in a counseling session. You're in there in good faith. Rip it. Make it rip. Tell the person exactly how you feel. Tell the truth in the counseling session. You have nothing to lose. Let me see what I say. She's reacting because she remembered how horrible Anthony treated her. No, that's not. Come on. That's not the reason why. Charmaine, you see, will now have the conversation in good faith either. No, she's reacting because she doesn't want to tell Anthony. She doesn't want to tell Anthony that Anthony really and truly me loved Wayne. And so what? This is the point I'm trying to raise with you guys, that y'all are not wrong. So what? Juanita, thank you very much. Yes or no, and move on. If Amber had done that in this whole entire scene and sequence, we would have not been talking about it. Anthony wouldn't have the wherewithal for getting at anything different. Instead, she's looking puzzled, dazed and confused, as if she now is not even sure of herself. And then y'all are telling me she wants a divorce. Does this look like a woman who wants a divorce? Sanita, what you say? Anthony's evil and just want to have something to hold over her head. Yes, you are correct. That's why she just need to tell him exactly what she need to tell him and move on. She can lose nothing at this point. She has everything to gain and nothing to lose. She was triggered. And the question now is, why is the Wayne thing triggering her so much? But nonetheless, hey, so what? Okay, so she love Wayne. So what? So what? That's my question to it. Instead, this became a big old trigger for her, and she looks like now she's not even doing the counseling session in good faith. I'm starting to believe she don't want a divorce. She's saying that, and it sounds good. Nanya, it sounds good that that's what she's saying. Oh, I want a divorce. Oh, I want a divorce. Well, if you wanted a woman who wants a divorce, is done. One thing we know about women, y'all women, we know so when you're done, you're done. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Come on, tell me in the chat. The one thing I've learned about women is when women are done, they're done. And them just making no sense. This is what them get done right now. And them think one way, they move in one direction, and that's it. When they are done, they are done. This does not look like a woman that's done. Instead, it looks like a woman that is not sure of herself. She's not sure if she is done. Laverne, it's not that I'm being hard on Amber at all. What I'm hard on is the fact that Amber is, this is the deal I'm going to like with it. You can't come into the thing and you say you're coming there in good faith. I don't like them little things because, okay, we know Anthony's a snake. We know this. When you're done, you're done. What we know about women is when women done, them done. Them not in the other argument with you. Them not try to go down the other path with you. When a woman says she done, she done. Of course, you're going to disagree, Nanya, because Amber is your girl. And the thing is, Amber is doing no wrong. And I'm saying in a them little instant here where she now just simply answer the question and move on. What is wrong with telling the truth? Tell me, Nanya, tell me. What's wrong with her telling the truth? Nanya, explain to me why she couldn't just say no, say yes. What would have been so terrible if Amber said yes, she love Wayne, and that's it, the end all be all. What would have been wrong? Jackie, thank you very much. She got very happy about the roses. And that's why I'm starting to say that maybe Amber doesn't want it. She wants to prolong this entire... When a woman done, she done. I've never seen a woman yet who says she done and I play them little games here. When a woman say them done with you, one thing we know about woman, them done with you. They are finished. Them they're no more talking. Them they're no more play. This is what I know of the woman speak. Unless you don't want to tell me something wrong. If you want to say O'Neal you're wrong, say O'Neal you're wrong. But what we know about women is when them done, them done. Them not in the games, and they're going to tell you every single solitary thing. They're going to open up, they're going to tell you the truth. Lenisha, the counselor is not working with Wayne. I would have asked the same question. Because here's why I would have asked the same question as a person who does some therapy. Here why I'm going to ask the same question. If you say that a cheating has occurred, and like in this case, Anthony has cheated, he has done some things, whatever it is, okay? He wants some whatever it is, him cheated. Okay, we know the cheating has occurred. Your next question is, why has the cheating occurred? He brings up Wayne. You're going to ask question about this Wayne character to see if it have any merit in it or not. The reaction that Amber gives will tell you what you need to know about the Wayne character. No, when Amber freezes up like this and gives these reactions, that's what you're going to do. One Journey, welcome to the chat. Who else is here? Laverne, welcome to the chat. Donna, welcome to the chat. Ja'ala, welcome to the chat. Let me welcome into the chat. Lenisha, welcome to the chat, Lenisha. The Brown Recluse, welcome to the chat. Me know she on the girl, so because she on the girl, you know, pick up, but here we know. We all talk about this in a good faith without anything at all. We can't talk about it. Come on.
You know what? Can we change the subject, please? This is not about Wayne.
I need to just take a second.
Okay.
That there by Anthony is all an act. Just so me cue you in that I'm not on Anthony's side. It's all an act. He knows this is the button. And I'm saying as long as Amber gives the man a button in, then he has a foot in. And you're giving him a foot in. What you mean women don't react like men, Nonya? So you're telling me that, okay, maybe I have to take a poll. When women are done, let me take a poll. Because maybe no, me miss it. Because we're going to talk in a good field. When women are done, are they done? Let me ask you that. Because since as uno, let me take a poll. Nanya, since as me don't know woman at all, me go listen to it today. Nanya, the woman them I deal with before, when them done, and them finish and them done, them no more talking with me, them done. That's what I know about woman. When woman done, when you cheat enough time and them catch you how much time and them decide their mind, so watch out now, O'Neal, me can't deal with it no more. Make me lose out of character and all that. When them finish, them done. Them not go through these things. When me say Amber got through. This excessive remorse not happen. It not happen. She saw nothing coming. Okay, so she was blindsided. Kenyatta said she was blindsided. Christopher, welcome to the chat. Christopher. Be yourself, Christopher. Carly, welcome to the chat. Come man, me go talk, man. Me nah go nowhere today until we ash this out. Because me know I'm not the one who is putting out the skits. Them put out a bunch of skits and them have Amber out here looking weird. We have to talk about it. We can skip around what's going on. They've presented a topic and they're saying, right, O'Neal, you don't know women think or feel. We're emotional creatures. So may I ask you the question, that's why I take a poll, Nanya. Nanya, because I don't know how to feel, I'm taking a poll. When women are done, are they done? And so far, let me see, which votes may have been so far? 39 votes out of the people that are here. And 85% have already said yes, when they're done, and they're done. Nanya, this is not my words. I haven't voted. This is women. Nanya, I'm moving myself out of it because me give from my experience, I'm tell you, say, the women that when I talk to, whatever it is that me go on with the best. When me do the Anthony, and them done, and them find out, and them say, well, O'Neal, me tired of you smell like cheese, whatever it is. Them say, O'Neal, me done, them done. Them not the foolishness, them don't want to play no more games, none of them things there. They're not into it. So Nanya, if disprove me, because right now what I'm doing is I put up a poll. So take the poll and disprove me. I don't want to just be talking, make it seem like I know everything. I don't know everything. That's why I'm listening to y'all now. Chico 1977. Chico 1977, that me know about women too. When them tell us that them done, them now come back. When them say them now come back and they make up their minds that them now come back, them don't normally come back. These are my experiences with them as well. Black, white, Asian, every single one. When them done, them done. But if y'all know something else that y'all want to tell me, go for it. Be my guest. So you say, so you want a dirty husband that's over there, back door, your ex-boyfriend, and there's a baby. No, thank you. No, me don't want that to happen at all. But what I don't want to be happening here, Nanya, the point that I'm raising is that if Amber is done, then she needs to just say she's done and get. This should not have been an issue. That's my point. If Amber is really done, Nanya, like you guys are done with Anthony. All of the ladies that will love Amber done with Anthony. And if she's really done like how Una done, she would have tell Anthony long time that yes, she love Wayne. So what if she love Wayne? In fact, I was hoping she would have told Wayne that. It's totally over. We can't speak. Jackie, Angela, thank you very much for put that up there. So let's talk about this, man. One Journey, welcome to the chat. Sanita, welcome to the chat. Let's talk about this. This is why it kind of get me this morning. Because I'm like, come on. Like, Amber had no reason to be sitting here playing games with Anthony. It's a waste of time. Tell him right off the bat that, yes, she love Wayne. So what? Instead...
Take a second.
Yeah.
I really wish we hadn't brought that up.
What's wrong with bringing it up? What is wrong with bringing it up? This morning, they are emotional to tell the truth. You can't tell the truth. You have to tell the truth, mommy. How can you stereotype all women? Oh gosh. Come on, Nanya. Don't do that to me. Nanya, don't do that to me, Nanya. Nanya, that's why I'm going to take a poll. And in the poll, Nanya, if we go back for the poll again, it didn't say that 100% said that when they're done, they're done. 13% of the people said no, Nanya. So it is not a stereotype. All it is it gives a poll. And majority of, that's why I said majority of the women that me know, the women that me know, that's what me know about them. Majority says that when they're done in a relationship, they are done. No. Is there a 13%? Yes, there is. Why are you upset that because if you say that you love Wayne, it's going to hurt Anthony's feelings? That is my question. Why are you upset? Why are you upset at the mere fact that of you telling the truth to Anthony as to what's going on right now because you're in a counseling session? Why nothing wrong with that? Okay. Nanya, let me explain something. I've been in a little therapy session before, right? And I don't like share therapy session, but it's fine. This therapy session, my personal therapy session, okay? Let me give you just a hint and bits of it. In the therapy session, Nanya, I had to explain some things that happened and tell the truth about some issues. They were not the most comfortable things. I have to tell you how them happen, when them happen, what happened exactly. And while talking and reflecting on them to the particular person that I was in the session with, I come to realize that, you know what, maybe I've been cultured that way. No, Nanya, if I didn't go into the counseling session in good faith, if I only didn't go in there in good faith to tell the truth and say, you know what, if I'm going to tell the truth with this particular partner, you know what I mean, so that way we can get past this. If I never go in there with good faith, I wouldn't have learned that and learned how to better manage that for the future to come. And that's what I'm talking about. So Amber's in this session, right? Why you feel she needed to tell him anything? Okay, so Laverne said, why she need to tell him anything? Why, Laverne? Because guess what? It moves the session forward. The more she does what she's doing, it holds up the session because now the therapist will have to sit down and wonder, why are you going apathetic? She can't make you go apathetic in the session. She have to find a way to get you back up the baseline. Amber goes down to 0. Every time you ask her about Wayne, she goes 0. Welcome, Goddess London. Big up yourself and welcome to the chat. Me I call her name long time. So yes, all me saying now, guys, is that she is not losing any sleep. Yeah, let me ask you now, Paul. Would Amber lose anything if she, hold on, me never spell right that. If she told Anthony the truth? Let me ask Unu that. Maybe Unu can answer that. Would she lose anything? Maybe she ever lose something I don't know. Maybe we need to discuss that part. This is what me can't understand. O'Neal, but Amber probably realized that Anthony only asked that because he's using it to manipulate. And that's why Brenda, and that's why you have to process through that item. Because she cannot manipulate. Let me ask her. Let me say, listen, no. Brenda, she cannot lose anything in her therapy session at this point in time. There's nothing she can lose. There is nothing she can lose by saying that she loved Wayne. Whenever that happened, she cannot lose anything. It is still before the marriage. Whatever took place before the marriage is before the marriage. She have all the evidence in the world. Let me ask Unu. Christopher, you know what I want. They know the truth. Everybody behave like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know what it is. I would have left. You see, Anthony got up and walked away because he's such a victim. We know what Anthony's doing. Guys, boy, I don't really make Anthony a player. I know what he's doing. Everybody know what Anthony do by now. Y'all know what Anthony's doing. Give him what he wants. Yes, since that's not what he wants to validate himself, give him what he wants. Because it doesn't make him right anyways. He's not going to win in the court of law. He's not going to win. He can't say the marriage was in bad faith. He can't. He can't do that. Let me see what I say. I soon talk about Anthony and Shayla, man, because I try digging in this topic. Because women got upset today when me tell them, say, Amber, no need for me stringing this on. It's unnecessary. Okay, it was a pity party, an excessive pity party, and he knows what he's doing. We all know that Anthony's manipulative. This is not news. Wouldn't be even like Anthony is giving us any news. Like we're learning anything new about Anthony with Anthony's news. Anthony's giving us nothing new. It's nothing new, guys. We already know Anthony's manipulative. We understand Anthony belongs really and truly to the Angelina family. Anthony and Rooster Nation in the same boat. Which is exactly why I've said that they match. I'm a stand on that because they do match. I never know why she got in at the session with a wig on her head either, because I don't like the wig. So based on the poll, 46 people take the poll. Right? Based on the poll, let me see what y'all say. 80% of the people said no, she's not going to lose anything. 90% of the people said yes, she's going to lose something. What is she going to lose? I'm showing y'all, man, it's good faith. It's like you go in a session of good faith. Nanya, where do you disagree? Which part of it that you wanted to see, Nanya? Nanya, tell me what was the right part of it that you're disagreeing, the wrong part that you disagree with. Okay. Talking about Rolanda, people ask, why not talk about Rolanda's wedding? Why not talk about the stopping of Rolanda's wedding? Those are points that you're bringing up. The point that I'm raising is that we're not truthful when it comes to Amber. Why Amber can't just simply say what she has said and move on? If you ask Anthony, he's not going to give you a genuine answer. I don't believe he's going to give you a genuine answer. Ethel R, welcome to the chat. Big up yourself. I don't think Anthony's ever going to give you a genuine answer. Right now, I have to decipher between the answers that Anthony gives you. However, you're in the counseling session, and your duty is just to give the truth and move on. So that way, you can go do your thing. Show me what you disagree with. Let's work into what Brittany said.
You know, she decides to ask me about Wayne.
I thought y'all talked about that the last session.
We did, but she wants to know, was I in love with Wayne? Did I love Wayne?
Okay, why is she instigating?
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
She was not instigating. What she saw was a reaction from Amber. And based on the reaction that Amber gave, she asked a question. Because that's what a therapist is supposed to do. That's what your counselor is supposed to do. They're supposed to sit down and look at your body language. Listen to the words that you're speaking. Does the words match the body language? Or are they, two different things? Are you reflecting? It makes you reflect. And in that moment, she did exactly what was needed to do. It's no different from something called motivational interviewing. That's what she did. That was a technique. It was motivational interviewing. She was just allowing them to reflect on where they were.
You know, I feel like if we're going to go through this counseling thing, honestly, I'd rather have a different counselor because he picked her. So I almost feel like she's being biased and on his side. Like, why would you ask me that? Like, this man did me wrong.
No.
And you want to bring up Wayne? So when she asked me that, I didn't know what to say. I don't want to be dishonest like this fool.
And there you have it. Nanya, this is what I'm saying. I'm not stereotyping, Nanya. Come on and listen to the conversation. We're listening to the same conversation. So when she asked me that, I didn't want to be dishonest like this fool. So my question is, why do you even need to be dishonest at all? Tell the truth. That's the point I'm making. Yes, Anthony's a punk. He's all of these things. Give him all of the names the way you want to give him. We know that already. Anthony is who he is. We know this. But if you're going to claim stuff, you also have to make sure that your hands are clean. And what I'm saying is that Amber is not putting her hands to be as clean as it should be in the entire thing. And that, I think, is creating the problem. The problem, is not that Anthony is disgusting, because we already know that. We already know Anthony is going to lose in whatever it is in marbles, the things that he's losing. It's the mere fact that Amber is saying, okay, I'm claiming this status. But then you're hiding your hand at the same time. You can't do that. Because once you do that, then you look disingenuous. Thank you very much, Chico. Why we can't talk about both sides? We can talk about Anthony's side all day of the week, but we can never talk about the Amber side. Faith? Where's the faith? Those are good questions. Cornetta, welcome to the chat. Big up yourself. Rhonda, welcome to the chat because we are bring up what you mentioned to the Rhonda. Rhonda said, maybe it she never want to hurt Anthony. So what? So what? So what if she hurts Anthony at this point? It doesn't matter. They are getting a divorce anyway. They're going to be divorced anyway. If she hurts Anthony right now, who cares? Who cares? I don't care unless y'all care. All right, Nanya, you're saying not all women are done. Nanya, based on numbers, based on the numbers of this survey, Nanya, you are correct. When I say what I know of majority of women, Nanya. Does that better for you? Since you want to bring it down to a more specific term. The word majority, will that work for you then? Majority of the people in the chat. And majority of the women that were me know. And Christopher give you his experience. And Chico 1977 give him experience. And him said, Jaala, I think she will ask about those relationships as time come by. She's just at this part of the series. We just have a couple counseling sessions and they only have so many minutes to capture the essence of the counseling. So we can't say she don't do that. She hasn't done that yet. But we can't say she not get into the Shayla part yet. Exactly, Nanya. And that was the point I was raising. He can't use it against her. It doesn't matter what she say. He cannot use it against her right now in the counseling session because she's not on record cheating. That is why when she don't answer the question and she looks weird and quirky and is triggered, the counselor is wondering, then what is the problem? You're saying the man is this bad, and so now them say, okay, well, tell us about the Wayne guy. Since I see my talk about the Wayne guy, let's talk about the Wayne guy. Tell me about the Wayne guy. And the first thing she does is, oh, wow, me no know you can't ask me that. So let's just say me and you are together. You're a woman and you and I are together. We have a relationship. And you ask me, O'Neal, are you with the girl over there? You can't ask me that. O'Neal, but I saw you with the girl. No, you can't ask me that at all. I freeze up and go into a whole thing. What do you think you're going to think? Your brain are going to go over the world. You're going to start to wonder what's going on. All of those things will happen. Kay, may I hope the two of them get divorced. But me not like how Amber is making it seem like she don't want a divorce. She's saying she wants a divorce. She is saying she wants a divorce. But at the same time, receiving flowers, one, and feeling good about the flowers when you receive, can you say it in the counseling session? Then, when they ask you about Wayne and not being able just to answer it freely without any issues. If you and I are together, where you say it wasn't me, Chico. It is hot in here. It is very hot. Because people are going to get upset. I saw it go. We'll talk about it because Amber gave us something to talk about. I'm saying she's disingenuous in the mere fact that what we want from her right now. Let me tell you what I want from her. I want her to be honest with Anthony and stop the pussyfooting around. And so the divorce can get on with. Instead, she's pussyfooting around, and that's the reason why the divorce is prolonging like this. Because she's not allowing the sessions them to go by. Her little bumps in the road make it take long. Answer question. Okay. I've sat down with a woman before. She upset. She vexed and every question I ask her, yes. Yeah. So you sleep with the man? Yes. Me sleep with him. Yes. So you're there with him from before? Yes. What else? So that means the other night when, me see you guys I already did before and all of those things and y'all were doing it together. Yes. That's her answers. That is a woman when she done. To me. Nanya, if you want to dispute, you can dispute it. I saw the woman them normally act. Yes. And they're going to answer the question because in their minds, they are done and they want to get to the end of this. So if since as you need an answer, I'm going to give you an answer. I'm not going to try to freeze up and not give you an answer. I'm going to give you an answer. Tell me a lie, me I tell me if I'm lying. Rhonda, that's all me I say long time. I can move this thing along, man. Instead, what she's doing, she'll hold the process. Yes, me sleep with him. Yes, him put it in. Yes, him get the pum-pum. You sure so all this time you mean to give him the pum-pum? Yes, me give him the pum-pum. In the room on the bed? Yes, on the room on the bed. Yes, him get the pum-pum on the bed. What else? So that means that, me not get no more pum-pum. No, you're not getting no more. Don't worry, I'm going to get I need a program, Christopher, so that way I can get more screens up. I'm working on it right now, but Kountry Wayne, I'm working on the program to get more screens up. Because I want to hear people really debate the topic. So we can, because we're going to start debate. The next forum, by the way, let me just cue you up, where I'm going to change the style of the live, because I want to see your faces on here. I'm want to responding in your voice and you're debating the topic then, because it's too good. You see, Rhonda tell us I should answer. Yes. Yes, him get the pum-pum. Yes, me didn't love him. Yes. Why I say want to know? Tell me so me can know. And this is the other woman that me know, I saw them behave, Nanya. Me I tell you right now, I saw them behave. Now, maybe it is that you're not like that, but me I tell you that's how they would be. That's exactly what they would be, because to them are trying to get this thing over and out, them done. But what I'm getting from the Amber character is that she's not done. Because if she did done, she wouldn't have played a pussyfoot round.
But wait, you didn't say no?
No, because it's not true. I don't want to be Anthony, okay? I just didn't say anything. Okay. And so he got the hint, and so he gets up and he walks away all frustrated as if I did something to him.
Amber,
what?
I'm your friend. Friends tell each other when they're wrong. We already know. I understand Anthony may be using it as an excuse, but it was wrong, right? You have to own that part of it.
I'm not.
So the point is when the therapist asked you, your job was to be honest and get it out the way. Yeah, it was the wrong question in my opinion. But you got to get honest so that you can get out of this. If there's any, I don't want you.
All right, stop. Nanya, this is where Brittany gets everything from. Nanya, this is where I applaud Brittany, because she expresses exactly what I'm saying in a nutshell. You have to go in on the therapy session and get honest and just give it so it moves along. This is exactly what I was saying. Brittany is extremely correct in what you know. Let me take a poll out there. Let me take a poll on it. Was Brittany correct? There you go. Let me take a poll on it. To me, this is what I was saying. Since as you want me express it in a woman's way, this is what I'm saying. Everything what Brittany said is that me I say. There is nothing, but they say, Nanya, that's what I'm telling you. You cannot be feeling any level of blame for anything. There is no blame. Tell the people and say, yes, so what? If we did whatever it is from before, okay. Deal with it, okay. Well, all right, let's say that, okay, sure. Okay. Brittany was correct in her assessment. Brittany was saying exactly what I was saying. Tell the man where you need to know so you can move on with the therapy session and stop all of the session with the foolishness. Instead, she hold up the entire session unnecessarily. Unnecessarily, because the session has been held up unnecessarily. There's no need to hold up the session. Just be honest. Brittany was correct. Most of the players said, based on the thing, y'all say 87%. I guess you're still doing polls. How much me have so far? 39 vote. Vote for the poll, man. Because me like when me not just answer this from my perspective, but I'm letting you guys interact with the channel too. Thank you very much. You know, do you think I move on? Listen to me, Nanya. I want the divorce to happen just like how y'all want the divorce. I don't believe that if Anthony gets back with her, he's going to treat her right. I don't believe that, Nanya. I don't. I honestly can't in good faith as a man sitting down and watching it, saying me believe that we're meet. But at the same time, if your girl is going to get, what you call it now? If she wants to be the person that says, you know what, I am right in all of this, then she needs to just be honest and be the honest one. Since Anthony don't have the wherewithal to be honest, she needs to be honest. But let me just ring back the Brittany again in your ear. Since as you know, you want to know what I'm saying. Since as you want to know what I am saying. Because make sure Brittany saying. Since as you want it from a woman perspective.
And so he gets up and he walks away all frustrated as if I did something to him.
Amber,
What?
I'm your friend. Friends tell each other when they're wrong. We already know. I understand Anthony may be using it as an excuse, but it was wrong, right? You have to own that part of it.
I'm not.
So the point is when the therapist asked you, your job.
Look how she breathed hard. Look how hard she breathed. Why you breathe so hard for? A simple conversation. You and your friend have the conversation about this particular thing, and look how hard she breathed over the simple thing of you being asked, hey, did you love Wayne whenever it is you were with him? And you breathe hard to answer the question.
Was to be honest and get it out the way. Yeah, it was the wrong question in my opinion. But you got to get honest so that you can get out of this. If there's any, I don't want you to salvage it, but if there's any chance for you to salvage your marriage, you got to get to the truth and the heart of the issue.
I'm not trying to salvage it. I want it to be over. Okay.
She says she don't want to salvage it. If you don't want to salvage it, then do what you need to do. Hit the like button, guys. Listen to my man. Why are we talking about Wayne and not about Anthony cheating Shayla? Okay. For those who are just coming in, and you say, why did the therapist go to the Wayne situation? Because Anthony brought up the whole idea of Angelina. Anthony bring up the idea of Wayne. They had the topic of Wayne before. I'm going to tell you why I think she went there. Because when they talked about Wayne, Amber's reaction dropped. She's trying to ask, what is that thing that dropped? No. What I would have thought is that this would have helped Amber to realize, you know what? Maybe I really need to do some counseling because, you know what? Maybe I do have some inkling when it comes to Wayne. And I need to work that out. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to get a divorce anyway. That's what I thought Amber would have thought. That's what I think should I do. That's what I think. If you know what I call 1-800 honest, me call the number, you know. Grab and knowing how to treat women. And that's all. So the deal is all she had to do in that scenario. Moni, welcome to the chat. All she had to do. Did she really bypass her feelings? She didn't. She was listening to both of them. and she asks a question. She never bypass her thing at all. She give them the space to talk and then she asks a question. Because the purpose of the counseling is for them to try to see if them can work, listen to what they're talking about. That's the purpose of the counseling. No, Amber is in the counseling because she says she's trying to listen to what Anthony's saying. So is she listening or is she not listening? That's why Amber says she got the counseling. You know. Forget about Anthony. Anthony is disingenuous. Anthony is not truthful at all. Anthony I tell lie. He's not sure why I'm in the counseling session. Forget about Anthony. We are talking about Amber because Amber we care about. We care about the well-being of Amber at this point because we realize that we can't save Anthony. Anthony has decided that he's going on a trek of being the bad guy. Anthony decided that him going on a trek of being the bad guy, but we realize that, you know, there are possibilities for the character Amber to change. To be a better character. So she not end up in the same thing again. And based on the funny thing is, I know y'all don't like this not at all, but the truth is, a lot of Amber's issues lie in the idea of the Wayne thing. That's why it's a trigger. When something triggers you, it's best to find out why does it trigger you. When something triggers you, the best thing to do is to find out why does it trigger you. Why it trigger you? What make it trigger you? What about it triggers you? Why is it a trigger? Why is it a trigger for me? Get it out of there. So, alright, let me see what I say. She's about to get played. I agree on you. Alright, not even Anthony. Thank you very much, Rhonda. Not even Anthony. Not giving Anthony anything. At this point in time, I would have slew the lawyers for my divorce. Nanya, yes. Nanya, yes. Just answer them, question them, and so that way they can move on with this, so to say that you have already completed the counseling session. On to the law. But you waste time when you sit down and start, well, I don't know, maybe, when you start that, you waste time. Sharon, you're right. She has strong feelings for Wayne and she needs to process those feelings. This is what I was talking about when I said sometimes people is not just women because men do it too. We have issues with past relationship. And we don't work on issues with the past relationship. And we try to get into new relationship. And that's what Amber is trying to do at this moment. She's trying to get into other things without working out the other thing than from before. This is an opportunity for her to work out the Wayne thing. Work it out. No worry about it. On Anthony's dime. You're not paying for the counseling. You don't care. You get to work out your stuff and make the money from the divorce. She's living good. You know, I can't understand, Nani. I mean, understand how you would want that. Welcome to the chat, Dora. Why the divorce takes so long? Divorce take long. It take long. To what I know of divorce, it can take over. It can take a year. It can take a while because Anthony doesn't want to sign the papers. He don't want to sign the papers then. He's trying to get back in with Amber. Shaman, I agree with you. That's why I'm not understanding why Neil thinks that was a great question. O'Neil, that was a terrible question. And misdirected and misguided. Me don't believe so, Nanya. We can disagree, but it's not a bad question for Amber to answer. Because then she could have just been honest and moved forward. Nothing is wrong with the question. It's the response. The response is the problem. Nothing is wrong with the question. The problem is the response. A delayed, lethargic, apathetic response is saying that something is wrong. That's what they present inside of the session. Carla S. This is not therapy, it's a marriage counseling. There's a difference. You are correct, Carla. You are correct. It's marriage counseling, correct. It's still some form of therapy. Counseling therapy, however you want to term it. Okay. Then I give you the chance to talk. She still is using motivational interviewing. It's a form of therapy. Okay, if you want to call it counseling, you can do that. She still is using what we would call motivational interviewing. May I tell you what she's using? She's using motivational interviewing. That is an intervention. There's an intervention called motivational interviewing. That's what she's using. She's allowing Amber to reflect. She's allowing Anthony to reflect. She's summarizing what they're saying. She's what you call it now. That's it. That's what she's doing. And she's asking open-ended questions. Motivational manipulation. The only person doing the manipulation is Anthony, guys. They're just questions. I don't understand how to get upset over questions. You know what it tells me when somebody gets upset over questions? It tells me if you are getting upset, if me and you have a discussion and me I ask you some question so me can understand and you don't want to answer my question, it tells me say you have something to hide. If you and I, hold on, man, hold on. She completely bypassed that is a whole red flag. Hold on. If you and me are going through a conversation, I mean I ask you a question and you now answer the question, it tells me say you have something to hide. No, could it be something that's important to you where you don't want to give out? Well, say me don't want to give out that answer. That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying on this, you know. If you want, it's fine, guys. If you want, oh Lord. Okay, let's get clinical. Since as people want to get clinical, interviewing, counseling. All right, fine. We're going to correct it so that way we're not, you know. People want us to correct the interview, the counseling therapy. Okay, counseling. No worries, guys. Okay, it's fine, guys. Counseling is an international disciplines. Approximately. Okay, let me just get some definitions first. It says y'all want to the counseling. It's fine, guys. We're go. Oh boy. Oh Lord. Okay. A provision of assistance or guidance in resolving personal, social, or psychological problems and difficulties, especially by a professional. That's all it is. There it is, guys. Come, guys. Come, me know how we not get into it. Elise, welcome to the chat. Big up yourself. Faith, welcome to the chat. Big up yourself. Who else is in here that me not acknowledge? Bona Balfa. Hit dog, holla for 2 years, Chico. Angela Ross, big up yourself. Moni, big up yourself. Nancy B. the Scratcher, big up yourself. Sandra, big up yourself. Toy Lewis, big up yourself. Okay, come on, guys. Counseling. When someone want to know what counseling is. The provision of assistance and guidance in resolving personal, social, or psychological problems and difficulties, especially by a professional. Is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? All right, so that is counseling. Let's look at therapy. It's okay. All right, if you want to say we have structured meetings between a licensed provider and a client with the goal of improving some aspect of their life. Okay. So one is resolving an issue. One is improving some aspect of their life. All I'm saying is they're not that far apart. Because at the end of the day, if you're resolving a social issue, I am improving your life if I'm doing that. Do you see why I'm saying it can go interchangeably, but if you want to put it as two separate things and if you want to find ways and means and intervention of saying why this is different from that, you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and do that. It's fine. I'm okay with taking it. All right. So now that we're clear, the definition them out of the way. And Anthony ran to chase, right? And we know what he's doing. We know, people, there's a thing, you know, I can't believe that Nanya and all of these folks, y'all know what Anthony is doing. I get it. The man tries to see if he can get into something that bites at Amber and work with it on that. But can you agree with me as well that she needs to stop allowing Anthony to get her like this? Let me ask the question in that chat. Let me ask it. Let me ask it. Let me get a poll. Does Amber need to stop making Anthony get her upset? Let me ask you that question there. Is that an unfair question? Let me ask you that. Sandra, welcome to the chat, Sandra. He is a punk. Everything I want to say right. She is the wrong attorney. She had the wrong attorney, correct. She had a better friend, not a good attorney. There you go. So him go at Chase and him start ask Chase questions about, you know, Amber and Wayne. Unnecessary questions. They mean squat, diddly squat.
Ooh, love each other? Or was it, you know, was it just a fling, or did they actually have feelings for one another?
I just want to know, first off, why are you asking this? What's giving you that inclination?
Really love each other?
They love each other. Love is subjective though. It's really it's relative too.
Come on, man.
So,
keep it real with me, man.
All right. Let me explain something to you. So, from a male perspective, this means diddly squat. Everything that Anthony is doing is all a show. It doesn't mean anything. Somebody said, well, O'Neal, I mean, you know, Charmaine, I think Charmaine was the one. Dora, welcome to the chat, Dora. M. Johnson, welcome to the chat. Charmaine said, you know what, O'Neal, I think Anthony's really hurt. And I said, Charmaine, Anthony is already hurt from the mere fact that Amber gave away the pum pum. It asks any man you know, once the woman give away the pum pum, him already hurt. Every other part don't really matter. The main part will matter, and me think if you ask them can tell you. No, like Nanya would say, is it every man, and would I be stereotyping? Yes, I would be stereotyping. So let me use Nanya's words. Majority of the males would think that way. Once them have a girl and the girl is giving away the stuff, once him knows that she had give away the stuff, him hurt. I think Mother speak for all men. Please come in and chat. And Christopher, Chico 1977, can you please respond to the women them so them know? Chico and Christopher, come to the front of the line. Tell the woman them. Charmaine, where there? Come, Charmaine, come man. Let me answer your question for you, Charmaine. Charmaine, once the woman has given the stuff, you are hurt as a man. I don't know if I explain it to you as so it go, as some man feel. Me I give from me a man, so me I give from a man perspective. And more I go around and ask as many men as I can ask. See what Chico tell you? The same thing him tell you. Chico come in front of Thailand and tell him, Chico, because them feel like a joke thing me I talk about right now. They think I'm kidding. Let me pin it at the top. Once she go away the boom boom, baby gone. Hurt. You talk about love. Love not even matter. Charmaine, love no matter. When it come to man, love. Yeah, love. Alright, so you love the man. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay. Once we know, say, you could have loved him a little more. As long as you don't give it the boom boom, we probably can take 2-1. We will be okay. The moment we know, say the boom boom give it, everything changed. Yes, then at that point we're hurt. So Anthony hurt happened long time. From Anthony found out when he was with Shayla, him hurt from the long time there. This now with Amber telling him the truth, not making a difference on Anthony's table. It didn't move the needle. Nothing that Amber would have said would have moved the needle. Nothing when she tell him no can move the needle. Nothing. There is nothing that Amber can say to him that moves the needle. Nothing. Only thing she's gonna do is sign a piece of paper and give him all her assets back. If she do that, then yes, it moved the needle upon him. Outside of that, because him no want Shayla to give him the stuff. And that's just the thing. Counselor in them pocket, man. No, man, the counselor has to ask some question. What Amber needs to do is go through the session. No problem, Nanya. If you want to say majority, we can use the word majority for you. So that way it's not, you know, being that the word most, all. Well, we can't say all. Nothing isn't absolute anyways. The universe don't exist in absolute. There's an absolute of nothing. I understand what you mean, Ananya, that you're going to have 50-50 now, but we have only seen a couple scenes of counseling. There's not enough scenes of counseling for us to say that the woman is biased. She's just going at something that seems to be popping up. And it creates a problem every time it pops up because Amber makes it into a problem. And that's my point. She allows it to be a problem. It's a double standard. What's a double standard, Rhonda? Dubstar, welcome to the chat. It is questionable. It is questionable. If during the time while she was carrying, it is questionable. All of that questionable. Nothing wrong with that, Dubstar. It's questionable. I agree with you. Talk to me, man. ALM, we're in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Amber is never allowed to speak without being interrupted. Is that true? That's not true. She's there talking and she was doing her thing. What do you mean? Why not make it sound like she should not be without whatever it is? The question being asked, and she asking for a divorce. Okay. 50-50 means talk about from both sides. Thank you very much. Talk about from both sides. Nothing is wrong with that. She's making Anthony look like him is this victim. And we know he's not the victim. We know Anthony is not the victim in the storyline, but we're showing you how sometimes, because that's what's going on here, what's going on is sometimes a man will make himself into the victim so he can get sympathy. We know that that's what Anthony is doing. He's trying to get some sympathy. We get it. Cynthia, welcome to the chat, Cynthia. Dora, welcome to the chat. Dubstar, what you say? Twice only you're biased. What am I biased with? Tell me I'm biased with. Tell me which part I'm biased, Dubstar. I mean, no, it's not Dubstar said that. Who's Angela? What you say, Angela? Nadia Anthony lost his marriage and he's about to lose his assets. You see, the only thing can move the needle is if Anthony get the assets back. Nothing that Amber says to him right now will move the needle. Nothing apart from the assets. Anthony cares about the assets. And we know that at this point. We know that. Shayla cheated with Mike, so her pum pum was occupied too. Very occupied. But we've been saying this about Shayla. We've listen to me, it's nothing new. We know Shayla has, we know Shayla is a lady of the night. I've said that before. That Shayla is ready and willing to give it to anyone at all as long as they have some money. As long as they have some money and they want to take on her baby, she will entertain them. We've seen her before. We know she'll do that. Toy Lewis, I'm biased. Toy Lewis, what am I biased about? Where is my bias, Toy? Tell me I'm biased then. The session talks about Amber's indiscretion. I don't think so. I don't think it talk about Amber the indiscretion, Them just ask her a question and she couldn't answer it. And that was what we're talking about. Shaman. O'Neill, do I think the whole thing will end? Let's get a prediction. How do you think it's going to end? Alright. How do you think the whole thing will end? At this point in time, I don't know because they're itching to feel the audience out. So Christopher asked me, do I know how it's going to end? Marty, welcome to the chat, Marty. I don't know how it's going to end. My view is that they're trying to feel the audience out to see exactly how much can we stomach. And them trying to see if we can stomach Anthony and Amber getting back together. I think they'll give that to you on screen. I think if we can stomach it, if the audience is able to stomach it, they'll give us that. By Thanksgiving. Because you're not talking about why the therapist hasn't asked Anthony if he's prepared to deal with Shayla and her mom. Okay, so that's a good thing that you're talking about, Toy. But I'm giving you why the therapist spoke about Wayne today. That's all we're just saying. And we're just saying that it was a much about nothing. It's much about nothing. And Amber has turned it into something because she couldn't answer a simple question. Hey, do you still love Wayne? The answer is, you give an answer. That's all as simple as you do. You just give an answer upon it. The Daltons reconcile. You could have a reconciliation. You can. You can absolutely have a reconciliation in the entire thing. You could. I don't want the marriage to go. I don't want it to let the marriage go. And everybody go their separate ways. She can't be honest if she's honest with herself. Make him stay away from her. You know what, Nanya? If Amber was more honest, Anthony would be more repelled. Let me ask you that question. Let me ask you that question. Maybe I should ask that question. I've got a question. I have the perfect question. Would Anthony stop messing with Amber if she told him the flat truth? There you go. That's a question I'm going to ask you. Let us just say, Ty, come back, Ty, come back. Let's just say she gave the answer I wanted her to give. Anthony, yes. While me and Wayne were together, blah, 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 we were in love, yes. Would Anthony now have just left her alone? That's a question. And you're right, you know, Nanya. Wayne does not matter enough. But Anthony made it seem like it mattered. Not Anthony, I mean Amber made it seem like it mattered. She's not honest because she doesn't just tell the truth and done and make. You heard what she said to Brittany. She said, it's her words, not mine. She said she doesn't want to lie like Anthony. So she wasn't honest. That's what I say. I know me saying that it's her script. I'm going off of what the script is giving you. I'm just reading it by looking at her countenance and listening to her words as well. Dubstar, what you say? Tired of them dragging it out. We're tired of them dragging it out too. And that's why we want her to just tell the truth and done. Me agree. No, because he would just show it in her face. Okay, so Sharada says no. He would have just shown it in her face. So what? So what? This is what I said that y'all get too worked up about what other people think. So what? So what? Me and Nene together. You cheated on me. I had a girl from before. And you asked me, O'Neal, did you love her? Yes. Me did love her from the time. So what? How does it affect the price of coffee in China? How would that affect the price of coffee in China? What I'm saying, she wasn't honest in the moment. Oh, you know, say, you may feel like Charmaine and Nanya is deliberately going for me to be very specific. Okay, since you know I'm going to be specific. Since you know, Faye, if my marriage is, I hope you love that woman, the woman. At least it would make sense. Yet again, Charmaine and Nanya, let me be specific for you. In the moment, Amber was not honest because she couldn't answer the question. So she's not honest. So she didn't answer the question. And she said in her script to Brittany, and I quote, I did not want to be like Anthony and be dishonest, so I didn't know what to say. That's what she said. I don't miss it so. What do you make it seem like I can't bother with the foolishness, man. Can't, me no know. Me no know. Oh God, me no know. Me can't bother. Me. Gosh, it come like say I'm me. I make up things. It like me I make things up. You know, like me, I make up things. But listen to Anthony, because y'all love hear Anthony gallant talk.
I'm not gonna lie. This time I'm gonna be 100%. I've never asked him did he love Amber. I never asked him that. You've been telling me you want to get back with Amber.
Yeah.
And you been knew she was with Wayne.
But I didn't know she loved him.
What does that matter though? Really, what does that matter?
It's you a guy. You know the difference between you having feelings for somebody and you just
Okay, I am a guy. It doesn't matter. This is the point I make too, though. This is the point I'm making to y'all, man. Guys, ladies, I am a guy, and if just say you're a guy, you know the difference between ladies. It doesn't matter. From your lady give away the pum pum, she give away the pum pum. What you mean? The man them in the chat, please. Chico, 1977. Christopher, please come to the front of the line and tell the ladies, once the woman give away the pum pum, that's it. You're hurt. Please come to the front of the line and tell them, please. Christopher, call Christopher, please. Call Christopher. Call Christopher. And Chico. Thank you very much, Chico. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call, please, guys, please. Wanna back me up there? Do. Back me up, please. Thank you very much, Christopher. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We don't care. After that, it hurt already. The love part no matter. Once the woman give away the pum pum, nothing else no matter. That's all you know. We're visual creatures. Once the woman give away the pum pum, that's all we can do is imagine what was happening. We're visual creatures. It doesn't matter after that. It doesn't. Everything what Anthony just said a while ago was nonsense. That's why, this is why Amber could have just told the truth. No man, me don't know any man will play, the younger man will play about the pum pum and simp man. And them alone can't take it. Me can't take it. And if you ask a bunch of men, them now can't take it either. Majority of them now can't take it. It's going to come up every time. We can't take it. I'm telling you the truth. Let me represent for all the men. Don't worry yourself, Nanya. This is the one I'm going to represent for all of the men them. The men who really love woman and them look at things there, we can't take it. I'm going to represent for all of the men. We cannot take it. We can't take it. I'm representing for all men. I am representing for, don't worry. Me know you like say don't blanket and stereotype. So I'm going for that party. We can't take it. Why is she asking about Wayne? She's asking about Wayne. She just asked a question about Wayne. The question about Wayne no matter anyways. You can answer it and move on. It would have taken 2 seconds, Nadia. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. I know what you're saying, Nadia, but me I say, okay, so let's say them asking that in therapy. You can answer the question and move on. You don't need to make it into a big thing. And I'm saying that we weren't the ones who made it into a big thing. Amber made it into a big thing. She got triggered. And as a matter of fact, we want to call her counselor. The counselor did her a favor because now she knows what is her trigger. She can work on it. She can work on that trigger. We can't take it. Angela Phillips, we can't take it. May I speak for all men. We cannot. So the love part does not matter. All of the thing of what he's doing, it doesn't matter because once you have done the giving away the thing, we can't take it. All of the other pieces don't matter. It's the giving away of the thing will matter. Anthony's crazy. Me I work with it today, man. Barbara, what you say? Anthony forgave Shayla after she was with Mike. He wanted her back and he never mentioned Mike again. And never mentioned Mike again because Shayla is already back. That's the point me I make. Yeah, man, what you mean? Him just take her back because of the baby thing. And because him have her as a side girl. What are we talking about? We don't really compare Shayla thing. Shayla is a side woman. Shayla is a side piece. The man business about the side piece. It's a side piece. Hold on. Cynthia, don't mistaken a girl you want for the main prize for a side piece. Don't mistaken this. You know a side piece is a side piece. If she might have 2 more men down the road, there's nothing you can do about it because she already tell you you are a side piece. You know this already. Don't mistake that for anything else at all. No, sure. When she said she's pregnant, did that change different things and it got different? Sure. But it's still he wanted her as a side piece. What do you mean? Don't act like Shayla is not a side piece. That's why he hasn't upgraded her. Dubstar, what you say? And did it to it. Shayla is a side piece in trading. What? Don't bother with that. Tell them that, please. Please. Chico, please tell me, please. Please. Allow Miss Lady here to know that Shayla is a side piece. Angela, welcome to the chat, Angela. If you're a side piece, no man no care about nothing at all. You're a side piece. Him not that concerned about your thing. Even if him get pregnant, you're a side piece. I'm just explain that to you. Even if him get pregnant, you might be baby mother, yes. But him no say baby mother bad. It's a side piece. Don't come on here, guys. Me a go to game, I'm not going like a... Aye, sir. Me a fight with her, yes. Angela Atkins, I've been fighting with Nanya all day. And Shamin, because Shamin are fighting me too. Them in here fighting me. Nikki, welcome to the chat, Nikki. Goddess Lana, what you say? I'm listening still at the grocery store. Me know you're there. Me know you're there, Goddess Lana, and shop. Shop there. I know it. Sometimes him turn and buy on the side pieces, but Shayla really has a side piece. Morial, welcome to the chat. Tell me if I come down, Nanya. Nanya is trying to get me to tell me if I come down. Me nah come down, Nanya. I am not going to come down. Me know Nanya, the moment me start talk about Amber, she want me to come down. Me nah come down to the Nanya. We have to discuss it. We know that Shayla is a side piece. We don't know. Somebody in the chat said, well, but when Anthony was doing this and Shayla and da-da-da, Shayla is a side piece. You know business about the side piece. If a couple of people want to knock the side piece, you try and keep the side piece yourself. But if a man knock it, him knock it. I saw it go. Men will try to keep the side piece so the side piece don't get knocked, But if somebody knock it, them knock it. Rhonda, that's right. That's why Anthony told her that RB is the right man for her. But that's not true. Anthony is the right man for Shayla. Believe it or not, Anthony is the best match for Shayla. She knows how to stroke his ego and she knows to give him exactly what. She's the best match for him. At this time. No, maybe if him change, then we can talk about the other part. Now they want me to come down because me I tell her, I say, Amber now have nothing to lose. The only way Amber could work on is that she could be true to herself. That's all she needs to work on. You have Angelina do all sorts of different things. Come Faye. Me not see Faye in the what Faye say? Anthony and Shayla have been together as long as Amber and Anthony has been together. Yes, so at this point in time, I agree with y'all guys. Shayla and Anthony belong together. They are more yoked. They are more equally yoked. They are the same. Them similar. Them can understand each other better. Faith. He told Ro the truth. Ro carrying his bone. Okay, there you go. She's not a girl. Those are the only skits where Anthony ever comes to being honest. Faye said the only skits where Anthony comes to being honest when talking to Ro. Faye, you are correct. That the only skits them him come to close to being honest. And even then, Faye, I'm telling you right now, me take what Anthony said with a grain of salt. I listen to Anthony with a grain of salt. O'Neal, did you ever see any of the skits where Anthony would demand Amber to show him how Wayne had made love to her? That is abusive. Nanya, you are correct. Nanya, you are correct. And that's why I've said to you, Nanya, that where you think me get all the things about therapy and Amber needing therapy from? Because I've seen how she has allowed herself to be dragged in the mud. And the only time a woman allows herself to, well, any being at all, but in this case, a woman, the only time a woman allows herself to be treated like that is when she needs some amount of therapy. She needs some amount of mental help because she doesn't understand her worth or her persona or who she is or that she is a human being. That's the only time. Start the mediation. She didn't even start the mediation. Where's the Charmin? M. Johnson, Anthony was doing that because he was only thinking about the baby. That is correct. Only because he might think about the baby. Anthony, I think about the fact that he have a baby mother and he want to lock up the two women them. It's not because him feel away about Shayla. Shayla is a side piece. If Shayla wasn't a side piece, he would have been happy going out in public with her. Notice, him don't want to go in public with her. Or he would want to sleep there more often. Notice, he doesn't want to sleep there very often. Shayla is one of his girls. Even if or when Amber leaves, Shayla is still going to be a side piece in training. That's what's going to happen. Even if Amber leaves, that's what she's going to be. Let me listen to what I said. Women are emotional. You are a man. You said so for yourself. Men's eyes rule, not emotions. Okay, me understand. Me not doubt what you're saying. Shayla is a side. Dubstar says she's a side piece of a side piece. Yes, Shayla is a side piece. We know this. This is very clear. Shayla is a side piece. Let's not confuse this. She's treated like the side piece. I understand you. He's ashamed. He's ashamed of her. He doesn't want to have Shayla around. Shayla is not the person that Anthony wants to have around at this point in time. He doesn't want to have her around. No, yeah. Shayla will never be a wife to nobody. No, at this point, I don't know about that. Side piece. Honey, what you say? Side piece removed. It don't matter. Even if Amber goes, Shayla is still going to be a side piece in training. Can you please put it up? Chico, put up the stuff for me, please. Chico, please put up the thing about the side piece there. Shayla is like the fries. They fall at the bottom of the bag. She's a fries. She's going to always be this. Raw was the main. May I agree with that. Dubstar, may I agree with that. So Rolanda is still one of the main things there. Which is why I hang around Rolanda so much. Why not so rough? So listen to me, man. We can talk about this. She'll get a trip to Costco. That's all she'll get. And the hot dogs at Costco. Notice, he bought some flowers. Did he buy Shayla any flowers? No. Not even one rose in the buyer. Not even one rose. 1-800 roses. 1-800 roses. Not even one rose. He not even buy a rose. Thank you very much. Put it up there for me, please, then. 1-800 roses. Let me call the number. Not even a rose in the buyer. Not even one single flea. He never pick up flowers outside and bring come give her. So let's not get into it right here. So it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Shayla don't matter. When Shayla have different something. So the person who I try to give me There you go, which made the side piece to the side. So then him have Amber as the side piece to Ro, and then now Shayla become the side piece to Amber. Which is why Amber needs to just answer him question and move on out of the session. What are you worried about? There's nothing to worry about. There is nothing for Amber to worry about at this point in time. Anthony can get the truth and nothing out of it. It doesn't do it. It doesn't matter. She already told him about the Wayne thing. Nothing that she says at this point matters. That is the point of this particular life. Not even that a dandelion. If they ever pick her a dandelion outside, not a piece of flowers outside. Hold on, me go get piece of bush. Hold on, don't think me a joke. Let me get piece of bush outside. Hold on. Piece of bush. Let me come in, because the thing say, it's a joke business. Sometimes I try and joke this thing out and me a deal with it. If they ever say make him go outside and pick her at least a branch of flowers, this are not even a rose. But let's just say him go outside and pick her this and say, you know what, Shayla, because of the love I have for you, I'm going to give you this little flowers right here. You know, it doesn't have any roses on it yet, but that is our love right now. Not even that in a gear. Him not even pick her piece of branch out the door. So that's the point I'm making here. So it doesn't matter what Amber says at this point. It doesn't matter what she says. All right, what one I say? It's only it's a weed, yes. So Fear said the points are valid. All the points the ladies are making are valid. Every point you want to make valid in the ladies. Ladies, let me tell you something. I'm not invalidating the points that you're making. The points you're making, I'm not invalidating any of your points. You're making good points. She doesn't have to tell him. She doesn't have to whatever it is. Those are great points. All I'm saying to it is that she went into the therapy session. Them ask her, hey, did you love Wayne? Her answer should be as simply, yes, I did. Okay, what does it matter? And then if she asks another question, okay, what does it matter? So the session moves on. That's the point that I was making. Not to say no incorrect, I'm gonna make valid points. But may I tell you guys that if you want the session to move faster, then just get over it and done. Hey, what M. Johnson say? So Dove Star has made a point. Dove Star said, all right, let me read some comments. Dove Star says that, so Amber has been fighting for affection from Anton. Okay, and then you say Amber just needs to divorce and write her in a new man. Okay, there we go. So what Dove Star is saying, that Amber is fighting for affection, and I think that I agree with Dove Star. Only what me not smoke nothing. What do you mean me not smoke? Dove Star is saying, be humble, welcome to the chat. Barbara, welcome to the chat. Dove Star is saying, right? Dove Star have a good point. And she'll say, Amber fight for the affection. I mean, I agree with you. That's always been my issue. This has always been my issue with the Amber character, that she is fighting for validation. And you don't need validation from nobody else. Validation is within. It's a self thing. Just validate yourself and know that I am a great human being. This is who I am. Accept me as I am. No, me not say you don't have things where you can try to work on or whatever it is, but it doesn't mean you're going to make any fast changes. No. Just move on. That's exactly what I say. Same thing I say, Randa. Move on. Yes, Shayla is mistooted it up. And that's why you have some girls that just that them know good. She tell her mother the same thing. What she know is she know the bedroom well. And that she know. She's over-sexualized, and so she knows the bedroom very well. And that's it. Some women just know the bedroom. Them say, hey, me don't know how to go outside and, me don't know how to earn money like the other women. I just know every crevice and corners. Me know how to get, pipes being laid. Them know them thing there. Only my question is, why does the counselor only ask about Wayne when Shayla will be a factor? She will be a factor, but all I said to that was, you're not incorrect. You smoke for me. Hold on. What is it? It'll go over my head. All right, so somebody says, why doesn't she ask about the Shayla issue? I'm not saying she won't ask about the Shayla issue. I'm saying we only gotten a couple clips. We only got a couple clips though, Nanya, we only got a couple clips of the counseling session. So we can only critique what we have seen so far. Is that fair? May I ask you the question? Is that fair? Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume, Nanya, tell me what you want. Nanya, when they talk about something else, then we can't get panic, but them just not talk about that yet. Nanya know what? Nanya want me to come down, guys. Nanya is telling me she want me to come down. You know what? Guys, Nanya has made it clear that you want me to come down. Dubstar, I'm look for ways to Dubstar because I can't bother. When time we get in the Amber thing, people start run. Every time I talk about Amber, people start run. I don't know what I run for. I think Shayla is repulsive to Anthony, but he tolerates her because of Kai. I agree with you, Kay, that Shayla is repulsive and that Anthony is only there because of the baby. He's trapped. And I already said that. Anthony is trapped with a baby. Christopher, I don't think Shayla hurts enough. You don't think she hurt enough? What Kenyatta said, whenever Amber does something about Shayla and Angelina, Anthony pleads the fifth. You are correct. That's a good statement. Fair, where you say, we are accomplishing nothing here. I guess we'll wait for the next counseling session and that will be the tell-all. You are correct. Faye. Until next counseling session come up, we were just talking, our discussion here, Faye, in case you're just coming in, was about the whole idea of her not answering the question. That's what the debate was about. Now, Nanya don't want to talk no more because Nanya, Nanya upset because whenever we talk about Amber, people get upset and you feel like she's being bashed and she's not being bashed. Shayla hasn't hurt at all. She needs karma. So when I say Shayla needs some karma. So I don't believe Shayla has not gotten enough karma. Let me ask that question. Let me ask that. Has Shayla gotten enough karma? There we go. Since as some people have said they don't think she have enough karma. Has Shayla gotten enough karma? Some people say yes, some people say no. See, some people have said different things. Anthony's trapped, guys. Him trapped. The only reason why I'm dead with Shayla because I'm trapped. Julita De Leon, remember Anthony was abusive to Amber. You are correct. All of them think the way I say correct, you know. Every time when I say something, when I say what Anthony do, you right, you know. You know incorrect. You've been here long enough. Okay. Dubstar, I got you. Dubstar, where's the Dubstar? Hell no. Not until she's left alone and she find out. Chico, Nanya don't want to say anything at all about Amber. Once you talk about Amber, Nanya goes off the rails. We know she should go off on the rails. Dubstar, where you say? Shayla's karma is Anthony leaving. No money and the baby not being his. That's fair. That is actually fair, which I think may happen. They're just stretching it out because they want us to watch a little bit. But I think that they're going to be wrapping the story up soon. And I'm going to tell you why. I think they're going to wrap up the story soon because they've realized that the viewership is going down for the Victor story. We don't want to see Amber and Victor. And if you notice, the numbers are going down. No one wants to see that. Just like some of the time when you don't want to watch the Anthony and Shayla story either, you don't want to watch that either. So those skits numbers have been down. He was abused because Amber was not raw. Correct. She needs some weeds from the side of the road. That's what you say, Kate. She needs some weed. He was abusive. Yes, yes, ladies. You are correct. There are points of it that Anthony was abusive to Amber. There are also points of it where Amber was a bit, a bit much. Because she allowed Shayla to run her head. So there was two sides in it. Nanya need to go into the skit. Nanya in the skit as what? As one of Amber's sisters. Should Nanya go in one of the skits? There you go, Nanya. Nanya, somebody say you need to go in one of the skit them as Shayla's sister. Where the Nanya? You know what? I do agree with y'all. But would I love Amber to start asking some questions now. You understand? I want Amber to ask some questions. But she's not taking charge of the counseling session. She not take charge of it and say, okay, you know what? Let's say them asking her about Wayne. Yes, the answer is yes. Let's say them ask her about Wayne. The answer is yes. Then she asks the question, you know what? Are you still living by Shayla? None of you ask Shayla. Amber ask the question. Why can't Amber ask questions? Tell me, Anthony, are you still living by Shayla? Tell me, Anthony, whatever it is that she wants to know. No, to me, I believe that there's nothing more to ask Anthony at this point. It's a waste of time that you're wasting. Talking to Anthony right now is a waste of time. She doesn't need to waste her time anymore. Honestly, she doesn't. She just needs to answer some questions and complete the session and continue her divorce. So she can show cause. Show that she went to the counseling session with whatever is going on. That's it. That's all she really needs to do. Don't grade it to a studio. Those are the questions. When I ask good questions, she needs to ask them questions in the therapy session, in the counseling session. When Nanya said, what kind of comment on I endorse? Don't like the abuse of women. Nanya, me don't like the abuse of women either. And I don't like the abuse of men either, Nanya. I don't like the abuse of any human being. Let me go one further for you, Nanya. Nanya, let me go on further for you. I'm going to go on further for you. Let me go on further for you, Nanya. I don't like the abuse of humans. There you go. Nanya, may I go on further for you. Because just like you don't like the abuse of women, I don't like the abuse of men either. Because men sometimes get abused. It's just that it's put under the back rug and it's swept under the rug because he's a man. Just because a man, he can't really talk about it. Because if he talk about it, we get shamed. So me just make a note. When everybody's going to sign the papers? Good question. That's a good question. So, I believe I agree. Amber needs to control her emotions when it comes to Anthony. He knows how to push her buttons. And that's what I'm saying, Nanya. That is the point of the entire discussion. I want your girl to now start gain back her, what you call it? She need a stableness in herself. Control. Self-control. I want her to gain back her self-control and now starting to push back. Because once you have lost self-control, you're discombobulated. MYM, big up yourself. No more counseling. Anthony's a narcissist snake. Silence is golden. Deborah said the silence is golden. It is golden, Deborah. The only thing is that her silence was a little bit, what you call it? Her silence was kind of tricky. That's the deal. That's what we were arguing. Dove Star, what you say? Brittany is half behind, what you say? Is a half behind lawyer. I said Shayla can help her navigate her questioning. That is true. So Brittany can help her navigate the question them. That's why Brittany tell her what she tell her. Deborah, you're right. Silence is golden. It's golden. Silence is golden sometimes. Angela, Amber is going to need to forgive herself. Giving the keys to her life over to Shayla. Yes. Angela make a good point. Amber have to start forgiving herself for giving the keys to Shayla to destroy her life. Those are parts that she need to work on. What we want her to get better upon. Forget about Anthony. The 70% lock up in the bag. She just need to continue upon the divorce part and get her stuff done. Her 70% is wrapped up. If she continues on the path, she needs to be continuing on. Christopher. Christopher will say something else. And Jay call him Jezebel. They start about him a Jezebel spirit. But Jay can't talk that because Jay do all sort of foolishness. That's why James knock him out. What you all say? Angela Atkinson, do you still love me? Our family is all that matters. Your son needs you. Do you love Amber more than me? Good questions. Sickening questions. Nancy B, where you say? Charmin, where you say? Shayla knows how Anthony feels about Roe. Watch how she's going to crash out about Roe. She'll crash out, yes? Why not? You know she shall crash out already. We all know this. O'Neill Anthony told Amber that he's going to sign the papers after they go to the counseling first. Well, Moriah, there you go. So all she needs to do is go into counseling and answer the question. Yes. Amber, do I really smell like cheese? Yes. Amber, do I not know how to lay the pipe properly? Yes. Amber, am I a terrible man? Yes. Amber, do you really love Wayne? Yes. Amber, do you really want a divorce? Yes. These are the answers more Amber give. Just say yes. Yes, 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 yes. Pure yes. Lord God, when Nanya there? Nanya, me have to make them put you in the show. Nanya, you have to go in the show, Nanya. Somewhere, somehow, they need to put Nanya in the show so Nanya can now start being, I don't know, some support for Amber. Do you want Anthony? No. Yes, see there? So Angela, what you say? No, only this morning Anthony says he has strategy. He's a liar. Yeah, we know it's a strategy by use. We know these things already. You know what, Faye Williams, even that answer is not bad. Faye, even that answer would have been a good answer. Faye said, Amber could have answered, you know what? I haven't thought about it. That's a great answer. And then she could say, well, you know what? That's an actual great answer. Faye, I agree with your answer there, so. That's a very, very solid answer. You're sick of them, no, yeah. Tina, there, big up yourself. She already win, man. Don't worry yourself, man. If I know the ladies, we know the love, I want to ride with ladies already. We know the one, the little money go in her pocket. She already have the little money. As long as she stay the course, she already has the little money wrapped up. The money wrapped up already. She just need to just attend the little session. She just need to attend the little session, do her part, and that's about it. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind. Don't stress. All she have to do is just at this point say yes. Yes, yes. Just answer a question and move forward. So Anthony can go as far as possible. Then push back for Anthony and say, well, Anthony, you told me that we need to go to the counseling session. Now we've gone to the counseling session. Sign the papers. Just sign the papers. And if you don't sign the papers, once the time passes, because there's a time. You file a divorce and there's a time when they get to sign it. If they don't sign it, then it kicks in after that. Tashina, big up yourself. Tashina, big up yourself. Yeah, man, just have to say yes, man. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind, don't stress. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Just say yes. Why he cheated, eh? I just want to see one session where they focus on Anthony. Faye, I agree with it, and I think you're going to get a session soon. They are just giving the Amber session right now. And she needs just to get over the hump. Like Brittany tell her. Brittany tell her, you know, say, Amber, whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to salvage the marriage, which I don't want you to do, just answer the question. Because then you get over the question very easily. So Faye, me agree with you. Me agree with what I say. And then tell him, say, Anthony, now that I've done these things, please, sir, sign the papers. Come down peacefully. Then after you've done that, you tell him, say, Anthony, come down. Anthony, come down and sign the papers then. That's it. That is it. I'm sure no so look good after that. Anyways, guys, that is my time for the afternoon. Me love you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm glad that we could have had this discussion. It was very, very meaningful. I think I got some nice views from all of y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. We talk soon. Bye-bye.